Hey puzzle friends, how's it going? Welcome back, or if you're new, I'm Gibi and welcome to my channel. So I know it's been a hot minute since I last posted a video. Let's just say life has been a lot this year. I'm not going to go into it in this video, but maybe in another video I'll talk a bit more about it. But for today I thought let's keep things light, enjoyable, and maybe a little bit bonkers. So I thought it'd be fun to attempt this challenge puzzle, which is the part of the Impossibles range by the brand Bepuzzled. This one's 1,000 pieces and it's called It's the Holiday Season. And what makes these puzzles particularly challenging is that they have no edge pieces and they also include 5 extra pieces. But I'd also say that the box is a bit of a challenge because nowhere on this box is there like a whole picture showing like the full image. So yeah, I think there's definitely going to be some guesswork involved with this one. But from what we can see, it does look like it's going to be a sort of rainbow gradient, or there's going to be different kind of fairly defined rainbow sections. So I think my best bet when it comes to strategy is probably just to sort the pieces into different piles of colors and kind of go from there and just hope that there's no like duplicate colored sections. So I think that's pretty much it. And without further ado, wish me luck and let's get into it. Hi, I'm back, and as you can see, I'm about halfway, I guess, visually through this puzzle, although it's taken a really long time to get to this point. It's taken over 6 hours. That did include about 25 minutes of sorting, I'd say. And for the record, I'm absolutely not doing this fast. I'm not speed puzzling. I'm just plodding along, taking my sweet time and just enjoying the experience. And then in terms of strategy, I stuck to sorting the pieces into like their sort of rough color piles, so all the blues together, the greens, sort of citrusy yellow oranges and purples. And one thing I regret doing though is I don't know why, I just left all the pieces on the board in their like little piles, and that kind of became a problem because it just took up so much space. I didn't think to like put them in boxes or like move them off the board until like after I got to this point. I don't know why, I guess I was in the zone. So yes, for the second half, I've just kept the purple pieces on the board since they're next, and a few sort of miscellaneous pieces, I guess. But yeah, just laid them all out in a bit of a grid, not in shape order. Maybe I'll sort by shape later if I need to, but I think I can see them pretty well. And then I've just sort of got, you know, pinks over here and reds in another box. So yeah, I think I'll just sort of try and stick to having the color I'm working on the board and the others off the board, because as you can see, it just takes up a lot of space. So yeah, for next time, note to self, don't keep all the pieces on the board because it takes up a lot of space and it makes moving chunks of your puzzle around rather difficult. Anyway, apart from that, the other things I wanted to mention was that I was, in terms of like actual puzzling experience, I've been having a great time because these pieces are actually surprisingly good quality. I just wasn't really expecting a lot from these puzzles, and I think I mentioned before, like this is the first time doing one, but as you can see, this is like got a nice blue board backing. It's not heaps thick, but it is quite sturdy. And yeah, I haven't seen any damaged pieces either. So yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised by the quality. I'm impressed. So hopefully the other puzzles are like this too. It's kind of encouraging. So always nice that even when you're doing a challenging puzzle, at least you can have nice pieces. I'd say my only con, which you can probably tell, is there is a bit of glare with this piece like surface. It's sort of a glossy, shiny finish, which looks lovely, I guess, in photos, but then when you're trying to work on it, like my light sort of shines on it, so it can make sort of seeing the color differences a little bit tricky or details a bit tricky. So that's probably the only con really. Yeah, so I think that's all I've got to say for now. I'll definitely be back afterwards with more thoughts. So I hope that the second half of this is not going to take another 6 hours. Maybe half of that or less would be nice, but we'll see how we go because it is pretty tricky. But yeah, I'll see you on the other side. I finished the puzzle and I think it looks really cool. It's actually quite a gorgeous image. I love the colors and definitely my kind of Christmas puzzle. It was also quite a challenging puzzle. So the second half of puzzling took about 3.5 hours, so a bit more than I was hoping for. And altogether, I'd say it took maybe 9.5 or closer to 10 hours. So yeah, pretty time consuming, and I did find it fairly challenging. I mean, having the rainbow gradient definitely helped. So I think if you're doing a different type of image, it could be more or less tricky, just depending on the image. I think that plays a big part. But yeah, I think having like an image you like and also a gradient definitely made it a bit easier. And part of the challenge was that it also included 5 bonus pieces, which are these 5 here. And I was surprised to discover that they actually all joined together. I was sort of thinking there'd be like individual pieces scattered throughout. And because I ended up doing this sort of pinky red section last, I pretty much forgot about the 5 bonus pieces most of the time because I just didn't really have any issues until I got to like that section. And even then it wasn't like, it was pretty easy to sort of tell that they didn't really belong anywhere. So yeah, it didn't really stump me and I didn't really find that too much of a challenge really. So, but yeah, it'd be interesting to know if there are other puzzles also do the 5 pieces like this, or if some do the individual pieces as well. And yeah, apart from the sort of challenge of the puzzle, I was pleasantly surprised with the quality. I thought the pieces were nice and sturdy and there weren't really any damaged pieces. I hardly had any false fits. I'd say the only real con was a bit of the sheen and glare, but that's about it. So yeah, overall I had a really fun and enjoyable time doing this puzzle, and yeah, would happily do more from the range. So in the comments below, let me know if you've ever done any of the Impossibles puzzles and what was your experience like. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you show that like button some love. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And you can find me over on Instagram at jigsaw_GB, where you'll find even more puzzle content. Thanks so much, have a happy holidays, and see you next time. Bye!